Have you ever seen a combination of cowboy poetry, dance, and live music? Reporter Alexis Flake introduces us to a dance ensemble that brings these three elements together for an unforgettable evening.
Have you ever heard of cowboy poetry?
Come on, get up, you cowboys! Comes a loud, persistent yell.
Have you ever seen modern dance? Have you ever thought of combining the two? Cowboy poet Dan Bradshaw says he hadn't until he was asked to participate in Dance Ensemble's Buckaroo show 15 years ago. And now, almost 2 decades later, the dance department is putting cowboy hats and wranglers with leaps and lifts once again.
I was sure this was not going to work. These two art forms are so far apart, at least that's what I thought. But when you come down and see how hard these kids can work and how athletic they are and how they interpret these poems that we do, I was very pleased with it. It makes me feel good. The cowboy music, the cowboy poetry, the cowboy lifestyle, and then being involved in some kind of a more modern dance thing, I think is really terrific. It worked out really well. We're pleased with it.
So what is cowboy poetry? Poets say it's simply an opportunity for cowboys or anyone with cowboy spirit to get together and tell stories. They put the stories to verse so they can be repeated for generations and call it cowboy poetry. Cowboy poetry also hopes to restore some of the Western heritage in the traditional Western family. Some poems can last for several minutes, and they're memorized word for word, which poets say can be challenging.
You know, it takes some work and some effort. You have to enjoy what you do, and you have to kind of do it for yourself. And then once you've got it down for yourself, you can share it with somebody else. But it's a little bit tough. You know, you recite a poem or write a poem and you think this is really good, but to tell it to somebody else, you don't know what they're going to think because their interpretation may be different than what you really want. But it's fun, it's good.
A lot of the interpretation in this show comes straight from the dancers. Whether they grew up on a ranch or in the city, they're all expected to fully commit to cowboy culture during the performance.
I make a character. Personally, I have a name, I have a mission, and I am a cowboy. I've been living in the farm my whole life, and I'm a cowboy when I perform, so that's what I do.
In order to portray the cowboy lifestyle, members of dance ensembles spent time absorbing the culture from authentic cowboys in Utah, and the love they felt translates into their performance.
I connected to just how loving they all are, and they were so open to all of us and to bring us into their culture and to care for everyone. They were just also loving and caring.
Members of the audience also say they felt something unique during the show and that this performance is one of a kind.
Oh my word, how can I say enough? It was awesome, it was fantastic. The energy, so many fun, exciting things happening, but it was just so unique. So unique, it's such a fun setting, from the music, the live band, to the poets, and just some real heartfelt feelings, brought back memories my husband and I both love. We have country backgrounds.
Right after the performance, there's a Buckaroo Ball where people can come and learn traditional partner dances. Let's go check it out.
So it seems like the audience and performers are converting to the country lifestyle. And as for the authentic cowboys here...
Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, just glad to be a cowboy. Thank you.
Alexis Flake, BYU Weekly.